Hello everybody, it's Kev Faulkner and doing another knife video. Still working through Blade Show West. Almost done. Almost done. But hey, in case you haven't heard, this weekend I'm going to California Custom Knife Show. So, you know, the crazy knife life continues. Don't tend to spend as much there, buy as many knives there. They do have some great custom makers and some very expensive knives that I would love to have, but just not my budget. Especially after dropping a big bunch of money at Blade Show, but I'm sure I'll be picking up something. So got some good vendors there, and it's going to be a fun time. So I'll be bringing you some news from that, maybe some video from some of the booths there. It's kind of a much smaller show, much smaller. But we're back at Blade Show West with this one. QSP booth was great. David, who's from Blade Banner and Orion Knives, is always working with the QSP booth. And they had a pretty big booth this time. I think QSP is really kind of expanding what they're doing. I mean, you can see over the years, I mean, there was a knife that everybody knew about, which is the Penguin, but that's kind of, for me, that's where I first found out about them. And this is that old Blue Jean one. Now, they had a show special, if you saw my short on QSP, and it said Blade Show West on it, had a Penguin on it, and that was pretty cool. Titanium handle. So, I mean, this is one of those blade designs that they did everything with, some of the, Kaisers had them with the Militaw. Pyrite with CJRB. And, the ones. The super popular and great. It's just a great knife, really. So, yeah, that was the one that I had for the longest time. That was the only one I had. So I didn't really have anything else from QSP until, let's see, what year did I start picking up some more stuff? It was in 2025. Yeah, everything else on my list here. And so let's get into the knife from today. This is one that I saw at the show, and I just really kind of did a double take. It may not be one that you think is, amazing or whatever, but for some reason, speaking of the Penguin, some reason it really caught my eye, and I thought it was really cool. So, yeah, I went ahead and got it. It's called, and apparently it's been around for a while. JB, Big Red, was at the booth as well. I was talking to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's the Chefmaster. It's been around for a while." So I didn't see anything here about when it came out, but there's the Chefmaster. I just had never even heard anything about it. So I don't know what rock I was hiding under at the time. But anyway, it definitely, I thought it was very interesting. Now, it's just a G10 steel, G10 steel, G10 handle, and sorry, 14C28 in. Man, you see so much 14C28 in lately in the budget realm. And, in general, people give it a good ratings, even more so than the AR RPM 9. People, I guess there was a little controversy for a while on that one, and ever since then, it seems like people had a little more negative. Not that everybody's jumping up and down for 14C, but I think it's just generally more popular, and I don't think it's any better than the AR RPM 9. I don't know, it might be. But yeah, look at that blade. Very tall. Not so long, but tall. Tall, flat. And I think that's really what caught my eye. Tall, flat grinds just vibe with me. They tend to be really, really good cutters. And it's just got a cool look. I like a tall blade. I mean, even if it's not as long, we'll measure this thing. I think it's deceptive because it's so tall. Chefmaster, I think that's kind of a goofy name, to be honest with you. I don't know that much about the design or anything like that, but I mean, and I think you could, especially holding it back here, you kind of get your knuckles up a little bit higher, and then the blade. Let me show on here. Yeah, show on here. Get in the camera. The blade can come down without your knuckles hitting the surface. A little belly, you can rock it. Probably back out a little bit so you can see better. So yeah, it's just your basic G10 scales, very flat, not contoured or anything, but it's got some milling in it. This interesting sort of look here on the show side. Same thing on the well, it is the lock side, but it is a liner lock, like an inset liner lock. The liners are inset into that G10, so it looks pretty good. Keeps it thinner as well. Feels good in the hand. It's got a very generous, very generous forward finger choil. Yeah. So no problem with that choke up position. Jimping's a little bit back for that choke up position. It's a little bit far back. But if you're back in this area and I can still barely get that fourth finger on, then you can hit that jimping with your thumb. But yeah, I think if I'm locked into the choils like that, this doesn't matter that much. I mean, I still can push. I'm more pushing into it than pushing forward. And it's not like my hand can really go forward because I'm so locked in on that handle, which is the thing for me that I like. Reversible clip, basic clip, works well. Carried this a couple days. Yeah, I do like it. I think it's a good budget knife. Budget wise, it was $67. So it's over that $50 range that some people would go for. But I still think that this is a good budget knife. Even if you're usually buying in the under 50 range, you could reach this if you're like me and you really feel a connection with this knife. It's got the thumb studs that work very well, so I can do the thumb and the middle finger without any problem. Does have a back flipper. I've kind of been noticing lately that a decent number of knives coming out don't have that back flipper, and you can see that back flipper kind of gives you that separation between the handle's finger groove and the blade's finger choil. It definitely gives you, but it doesn't spread you out too much. You know, it's like what are those trench knives and stuff like that, or push daggers where you have to have something coming up between your fingers, and you always have to worry about separating them too much. It may be a little uncomfortable because you're having your fingers pushed apart a little bit, but I haven't really noticed it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not super sensitive about that stuff anyway. Yeah, so nice. We'll cut something since it's a real good geometry. It is the factory edge, and I don't know if I've cut anything with this. I probably have. Oh yeah, look at that. See, so that tall flat grind just gives you, I mean, even when the blade gets a little dull with that really good geometry, but this thing just cuts like a dream. Really nice. With that geometry like that, it's gonna still cut decently, even if the edge isn't super sharp. That's crazy sharp. That is really nice. Maybe I hadn't cut with it because I don't remember it being that good. Tall flat, like a Spyderco or like a TRM. You know, really nice, really nice. So yeah, good size knife. Let's see what the measuring stick says. The old measuring stick. So the cutting edge is going to be probably around a little under 3. So I think that gives you that under 3, like 2 7/8. I think that gives you that under 3 knife size, right? It's the blade length, the cutting edge length. The blade itself is like 3 1/4, but I think by law it's that cutting edge that needs to be under 3 when you're in a place that has that 3-inch minimum or maximum. Sorry. So yeah, the action is pretty good. You know, I'm good with a liner. Let's see what the lockup looks like. Is it early? See if I can tell from this side. Yeah, no, from this side you can kind of tell. You may not be able to see it as well as I can, but you got plenty. Maybe I'll get the flashlight, the old handy flashlight. Can you see that now? So it looks like it's got maybe 50% lockup or something like that. From here, and no, you can see it better with the flashlight. Hopefully that's coming through in the camera. I know it kind of blinds a little bit. But yeah, it's got a good 50% or more. But it doesn't go that far across the blade that it's an issue that you have that late lockup. So yeah, really nice, really nice. I really like it. You know, I haven't been as much into the budget knives lately, but when I get something like this that catches my eye, and I think it's a really, you know, I personally, probably because it just vibes so well with me, think it's a good deal. I was thinking about maybe throwing this in the giveaway box, but I'm kind of liking it, so it may stick around. There's no commitment there. So QSP, I think, like I said, I think I'm starting to see more coming out. Obviously, I did get the, move this up. I did get the Hedgehog finally. And I just did get the drop point. I'm kind of thinking about getting that Warrenclyffe one too, eventually. Another one I have, I won this one on a giveaway. That was from Behind the Edge. I mentioned that he's got a good giveaway going on right now, and he is giving away a penguin. So if you want to win a penguin, go check out Behind the Edge. Go back a few videos. I think it's last weekend. He's talking about it as being his farewell giveaway. He's cutting back, but he's not going away completely. But he's definitely going to be less active. So yeah, check out his giveaway. Jump in on that. But I won this Kestrel, which is a cool knife. But you can see there's kind of a trend here. They're all kind of that smaller end knives. I think they have some larger ones, but I just haven't picked any up yet. And then the other one that I have here, which is in the giveaway box, it's actually currently in the giveaway box, if you know what I mean, is the Parrot. And I've seen this one around. This one, actually, Blade HQ, sometimes they'll have these deals. And it's got that blue from Blade HQ. Nice blue and black. They'll throw in a knife when you buy one. And that's what this one was. And so I kind of put it in the giveaway box from the beginning. It's basic G10. It's similar to this. I mean, it's got milling. It's got, you know, it's got a cool blue and black. But very flat. And, you know, it's a smaller knife. It doesn't have the tall flat, but it is a flat grind. See how that cuts. Not quite as well, but it's still cutting pretty good. So yeah, that is definitely in the giveaway box. And if you know, you know. Just a basic, I think this one, like I said, it was free to me. But normally, if you don't win it in a giveaway, it is $28. So that's a $30 knife, guys. And very much the size range of the Penguin, but it's more of a spear point. So, and it does have that flat grind. Like I said, it's not quite as tall, so it doesn't slice quite as well, but still very, very cool knife. So that's all the QSPs. This one's kind of on its way out the door. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of, you know, as of this year, starting to build it up. You know, I had one before 2025, and now I got, where is it? One before 2025. Now I got a total of 5, with one going out the door. So 4. So three new ones for this year. So who knows? I mean, I definitely like going to the booth because Big Red has been hanging out at that booth, and of course David is just an awesome guy. Always like to talk to him about what's going on with Orion because they keep coming out with stuff, and he's always got something up his sleeve. So anyway, that was fun to be there. And then Zach from Zach Stuff, he was there at the show. I saw them there the second day. Didn't see him the first day, but he was hanging out. Got to hang out with him and talk to him a bit. And he's such a cool guy. They all are. They're just great people at QSP. They always have cool giveaways at the shows too. At least in Atlanta and West when I went. They will give you raffle tickets when you buy knives, and then you come at the end, and then they'll raffle off a few things, like usually 3 knives. So yeah, it's a great place to hang out at the shows, and a great place to check out for new knives because they're really starting. I think they're on a roll right now, so check them out. So that's it, guys. Chefmasters. I maybe I'll come up with another name for this guy. I have to come up with something I think is cool. It's hard though with knives because there's so many of the names have already been used, right? So anyway, Chefmaster, that's what it's called. Definitely a cool knife, so I would recommend it if you don't mind that price range and you want something that's great cutter, go for it. All right, that's good enough. Enough talking, certainly enough. And thanks for watching. We're rolling on down. I think I only got a couple more items from Blade Show West. Saturday, I'm not sure about how the videos are going to go. Friday, I always take a day off. Saturday, I'm at the show. Just one day. But at least I just drive. It's so much, so much less money involved until I go buy knives, of course. But after that, Sunday for sure, I'll be telling you about the show. So check it out. And all right, guys. See you on the next one.